सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. Page 227, verse 277. हेतुस्वरूपकार्याणि भिन्नान्येषामसङ्करः यथावदवगन्तव्यः शास्त्रार्थं प्रविचिन्वताम्. Vidyaranya has come to the concluding portion of this chapter, having arrived the teaching, the ultimate teaching, that is Atma Anatma Mishram Aham Asmi iti Jnanam. When we are using the word I am, it is a mixture of higher I and lower I. Higher I, original consciousness; lower I, the reflected consciousness. Both put together alone, I am. Having known thus, between these two, which one is real, which one is unreal? Atma is real, the original consciousness. It is birthless, deathless, diseaseless. This Atma is all-pervading, eternal, my real nature. Even though when I am interacting with these two components all the time, I have to claim this real OC, Atma is my real nature. I have to claim. And I have to make use of this Anatma, body, mind, Chidabhasa, Ahankara, only for transactional purpose. More than that, it doesn't have any importance. The lower I, or the Ahankara, or the Chidabhasa, this Anatma, body, mind complex, I am using, but it is not my real nature. In this mixture, one is unreal, one is real. If I identify with this unreal body, mind, ahankara, its all defects also I identify. Janana, Marana, Vyadhi, Jara, all these are I identify as I identify with my lower I. Because of that identification, I always be in samsara or dukkham. Samsara, dukkham, the life is miserable the moment I identify with my unreal nature. Just as I am using spectacles, I cannot say I am spectacles. Since I am using spectacles, they are helping me so much all the time. Whatever I do with spectacles only I do. Therefore, can I be the spectacle? I can never be the spectacles in spite of its utility. Similarly, the body and mind I am using for interaction, can I say I am this body, mind? Body death is not my death. Body birth is not my birth. Body's old age is not my old age. Body's disease is not my disease. Mental problems, mind disturbance, turbulence is not my disturbance. If there is turbulence in the mind, I am the witnesser of the turbulence in the mind, but I am not the mind. Mind is antah karanam. Karanam means what? Instrument. How can I identify with that instrument mind? Therefore, I disclaim this lower I. I claim my higher I. This is called knowledge. The more clarity I get, aham brahmasmi, when I say, the statement, there is a mixture. Aham brahmasmi, when I do that statement, it is a mixture. Mixture of Atma, Anatma, both. Without lower I cannot say aham brahmasmi. To utter aham brahmasmi, I have to use this anatma body mind. To utter, I am using the anatma body mind, but in my understand, aham brahmasmi means higher I or lower I? Higher I. When I say aham brahmasmi, I don't mix this lower I. I don't own up this lower I. Bhagatyaga lakshanaya. When I say aham brahmasmi, I do one bhaga as tyaga. Bhaga tyaga. Which bhaga I have to do tyaga? Anatma bhaga, lower I bhaga, ahankara bhaga, or reflected consciousness bhaga. I have to do tyaga. Tyage naike amrtatvamanashuhu. By renunciation only one can attain moksha. Tyagena. What is this tyaga here? Anatma. Tyaga means I disown. Physically I need not disown, but intellectually I disown. Physically I give up, I cannot say aham brahmasmi. So, intelligently I use the body mind and say aham brahmasmi in claiming, I am claiming higher I. Sat Chit Ananda I am claiming. At the same time I am disclaiming, disowning this body mind. After this disowning body mind, I have to take care of my mind until Videha Mukti. Until I leave this body, until I get Videha Mukti. This is called Jivan Mukti. Claiming aham brahmasmi, higher I, is Jivan Mukti. The moment I am facing problem, I am suffering, I have sorrow, I am suffering means I am identifying with my lower I. That is the indication. There is some kavalai, some sorrow, some pain inside. That means I have gone to this association, attachment with lower I. Therefore, until Videha Mukti, I have to use this machine, body-mind machine. And I have to take care of the mind, handle the mind, keep the mind fit condition. Because I have to do vyavahara with the world. Jnani also has to do vyavahara, interaction with the world. Therefore, Jnani has to maintain the fit mind. For that fit mind, sadhanas are given. These are all byproducts. Main product is aham brahmasmi, jnanam, over. But since I am Brahman, therefore mind is body, neglecting, ignoring body, mind is not correct. I have to take care of, even Jnani also has to do walking at treadmill. Aham brahmasmi, I am a higher I. Therefore, I need not take care of this lower I, body-mind complex. Let me eat whatever, gulab jam, rasagulla, everything. And not taking care of body health, mental health, it's not correct. Therefore, Jnani also has to take care of physical health. Jnani also has to take care of mental health. in spite of doing, mind is mithya. Mithya mind, but at the same time, I have to keep the mind fit enough. Healthy mind while interacting. Therefore, one has to maintain a sane mind, healthy mind, a positive and constructive mind as long as they live. We should not be complacent while we are behaving with others. Anyhow, he is Brahman, I am also Brahman. So what? No. So what? No. The byproduct, mind discipline is very important. For that, sadhanas are given by Vidyaranya in these slokas. Once you want to get clarity in anything, you have to know 3 factors. What are those 3 factors we were seeing in the last class? Last class, almost 1 month before. Last class we saw Hetu, the cause of that. Any factor, if I want to know, get the knowledge of that anything, I have to know its cause. For example, health, you take health. The cause for good health, I have to know. The nature of good health, I have to know. And the benefits of good health also I have to know. When can I get the clarity about good health? For example, this is, when can I get clarity, clear understanding about good health? When I know what is the cause of good health, what is the nature of good health, and what are the benefits or consequences of good health. We have to know. Similarly, suppose anger comes, I want to know and study, analyze the anger. How to analyze anger? What is the cause of anger? What is the nature of anger? What are the consequences, benefits, negative and positive benefits, consequences of anger I have to know. So, Hetu, I have to know the cause, Swarupa, the nature, and Karyani, phalams. Karyani is in Bahuvachanam. Consequences are many, not 1 or 2. So, Hetu Swarupa Karyani. Look into the sloka 277. Hetu Swarupa Karyani Bhinnani. They are different. They are not one and the same. Yesham Asankaraha. They are different. Sankaraha means mixing. But they are not mixed. They are specific, distinct. Asankaraha. Yathavat avagantavyaha shastrartham. Shastrartham, shastrasya artham, shastra prayojanam. What is shastra prayojanam? To claim aham brahmasmi, to understand mahavakya tattvamasi. Shastra prayojanam, shastrartham, pravichinvata. One has to understand clearly. Yathavat avagantavyaha, exactly as it is. I have to understand. Then only I will get benefit. Shastra prayojanam, its cause, its nature. Shastra prayojana karanam, Shastra prayojanam, its swarupam, and its benefit also I have to know. Next shloka we will read. What are those sadhanas? Now he gives in these slokas 278, 279, 280. In 3 slokas he gives. Dosha drushtir jihasa punar bhogeshvadinata asadharana hetvadhyah vairagyasya trayopyami Now first he takes Vairagyam. 3 sadhanas mentioned in the previous shloka we saw. Vairagya 276, Vairagya Bodha Uparama he take. These are the 3 sadhanas. Their cause, their nature and benefit we have to see now. First he gives Vairagya Hetu, Vairagya Swarupam, Vairagya Phalam. Vairagyam is the main sadhana to be practiced by every spiritual seeker. What do you mean by Vairagyam? First, Vairagya Hetu he gives, the cause of Vairagyam. Dosha Drishtihi, number 1. Vairagya Hetu, the cause of Vairagyam means renunciation. Viragasya bhavaha Vairagyam, opposite to attachment. Ragaha means attachment, Viragaha means detachment, Vairagya means dissociation, dispassion. What is that? Dosha drishtihi, dosha darshanam. Always seeing the dosha, the demerits or defects of every object or anatma in this world. Body, mind, family, possessions, profession, everything. You have to see the defect in the world. Dosha drishtihi, the vision of seeing the dosha all the time. Dosha darshanam. What are those dosha? 3 doshas. Dukkha misritatvam, atruptikaratvam, bandhakatvam. These are the 3 doshas, you know. These are the 3 doshas. Go on remembering, you get Vairagyam. Fast. Vairagyam is the problem. Attachment is the problem. People not having Vairagyam is the problem. Having attachment is the problem. For our suffering, one main cause is attachment. The moment you detach, no problem. Therefore, dosha drishtihi, this is the cause, seeing the defects in every anatma vastu, number 1. Then, dosha, Vairagya Swarupam is jihasa. What is the nature of Vairagyam? Jihasa means dropping. Dropping the dependence. Dropping ha dhatu, o hak tyage, dropping. Jihasa, dropping. What? Dropping what? Dropping dependence. Dependence on what? On everything except Atma. Depend on Bhagavan, depend on Shastram, depend on Guru, depend on Atma only. Don't depend upon your body, mind or family or other members in the family, in the society. Don't depend upon them. They can never give you security. Therefore, jihasa, dropping dependence. Then, punarbhogeshu adhinata. This is, jihasa is the swarupam, nature of Vairagyam. What is the nature of Vairagyam? Vairagyasya swarupam, jihasa, non-dependence. Then, Vairagyasya phalam is what? Punarbhogeshu adhinata. Adhinata means not having slavery. Not addicted to those objects, those people again. ஒரு குட்டு வாங்கினதுக்கு அப்புறம் திருப்பி கொஞ்ச நாளுக்கு அப்புறம் again attachment comes. People easily they cannot learn a lesson. Some people want again and again hammer. Like that, punaha again, bhogeshu, in those pleasures, putranandam, putri anandam, griha anandam, kara anandam, rasgulla anandam, gulabjam anandam. So this anandam, that anandam, again they want. But real Vairagyam, the benefit is this. Punaha bhogeshu adhinata, not having any slavery, not going again back or leaning upon them. Once he has come, koncham vairagyam. That's what they say. Markataka vairagyam, prasuti vairagyam, smashana vairagyam. Grapes are sour vairagyam. That is temporary vairagyam. The acharyas, they write in one text, vairagyam is of three types. One is manda vairagyam. Manda vairagyam means smashana vairagyam. Any death takes place in the family or in neighbors or friends or relatives, koncham vairagyam varum. Everybody gets vairagyam. That is called manda vairagyam. But there are people, they get tivra vairagyam, intense vairagyam, tivra vairagyam. They will never turn back towards those pleasures. Tivra vairagyam. Intense dispassion. More vairagyam is atyanta vairagyam. Atyanta vairagyam is vairagyam. Not even tivra vairagyam. Tivra vairagyam also, sometimes when that objects are available in front, only once, parvala, no problem. That is called only tivra vairagyam. But that is not sufficient. Atyanta vairagyam, that is called adinata. Dinata means slavery. Na dinata, adinata. Not having any dependence, not developing again attachment. Not developing attachment again towards those objects. Freedom from slavery. Slavery with what? With anatma. So what? Asadharana hetvadyaha. These are all unique. Asadharana means unique cause. Unique cause, nature and effect of vairagyam. Hetvadyaha. Asadharana means unique. Hetu means cause, adipadat swarupa and phalam, karyani. Hetu phalas swarupa or hetu swarupa phala adipadat. Hetvadyaha vairagyasya. Hetvadyaha trayaha. That trayaha you have to connect to hetvadyaha. Hetu swarupa karyam or phalam. Trayaha ami means these three, asau, amu, ami, sakarantaha, pullingaha, adasyabdaha. Asau, amu, ami, adjective to hetvadyaha. Asau, amu, ami, bahuvachanam, pradhama bahuvachanam. These three, hetu swarupa phalam vairagyasya asadharanam. These are all the three vairagyasya. Of that vairagyam. What? Dosha drishti, jihasa, punarbhogeshu adinata. These are the unique features of vairagyam. Are you having vairagyam? Vidyaranya asking. Do you have dosha drishti, jihasa and adinata? If you have tivra vairagyam anartham. Next shloka. Now he goes to, after vairagyam, bodhaha, second sadhana. For second sadhana also, its cause, its nature, its phalam, we have to know. Bodha karanam, bodha swarupam, bodha phalam. Shravanaditrayam tadvat tatvamithya vivechanam punargrandheranudayah bodhasyaite trayo matah. Bodhaha ete trayaha bodhasya mata. These three are bodhasya. They are considered as bodhasya, bodha is the sadhanam. Bodha means jnanam, atma jnanam. What is the cause of that bodha? Number one is Shravanadi. Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasanam. Shravanaditrayam. Jnana Yoga ityarthaha. Jnanam can come. What is the cause of self-knowledge? Only Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasanam is the cause. Without Shravanam, Mananam, Nididhyasanam, Jnanam can never come. Bodha. Their Jnana Yoga is Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasanam. Adipadat, Manana, Nididhyasanam. Trayam. All these three. Tadvat. Similarly, Tattva Mithya Vivechanam. Bodhasya Swarupam. What is the nature of Jnanam or Bodha? Tattva Mithya Vivechanam. Tattva means reality. Mithya means unreal, unreality, anatma. Atma anatma vivechanam. Tattvam mithya vivechanam. Vivechanam means swarupam. Tattva means satyam. Mithya means anrutam. Higher I is satyam, lower I is anrutam. Satchidananda Atma is satyam. Body-mind complex Panchabhuta Udal is Anrutam. The entire world is made out of 5 elements. Therefore, Anrutam. I am seeing, therefore it is Anrutam. People say, I am seeing, therefore it is real. Shastra says, you are seeing, therefore it is unreal. Our logic is different, Shastra logic is different. I am experiencing, that is why I am telling it is unreal. Whatever you experience is unreal. Whatever is experienced is unreal. The experiencer is real. We do not know who is the experiencer. That Atma, Aham Asmi, we do not know until we come to Panchadashi class. Therefore, Satya Anruta or Tattva Mithya. Mithya means Anruta, false. Tattva means real. Satyam. Vivechanam, Jnanam. Vivechana means Vivekam anartham. This is the Swarupam of Jnanam, Bodha. Then what is the Phalam? Punaha Grandhehe Anudayaha. Anudayaha, non-arrival. Udayaha means arrival. Na Udayaha, Anudayaha means non-arrival. Non-arrival what? Grandhehe. Granthi means what? Body, mind, complex abhimana. Again, Granthi. We saw what is Granthi. That notion. Breaking the notion that I am body, mind, complex. Disowning the body, mind. I cannot be this mind. Mind is not me. Mind is anatma. Body, mind is belong to Bhagavan. I am only the trustee. I am not the owner. The body and mind belongs to Vishwa, Rupa, Ishvara. That Punaha Grandhehe, that Grandhi means Sharira Abhimana, Mana Abhimana, Ahankara. This Abhimana again comes Satyatva Drishti towards body, mind, relations. Satyamo Satyam. However much teacher says, class by class, class by class. Shastra says, do Vyavahara, but never give Satyatvam. Doing Vyavahara, talking to people, being in the world is not problem. Where there is problem, problem is lying in only giving reality to that. You are giving reality in your mind to them. That is the problem for you. Therefore, don't give reality. Interact with them. Do everything. But one thing don't do. What is that? Only one thing you should not do. Giving reality to them. Giving reality to all the Nama Rupa, you drop. That is called dropping the Granthi. Granthi Bheda. That should not rise again. Punaha, again. Grandhehe Anudayaha is Jnanam. That is real Jnanam. Bodhasya ete trayaha bodhasya mataha. Hetu, Swarupa and Karyam. Shravana Manana Nididhyasanam is the Hetu for Jnanam, Bodha. Then Tattva Mithya Vivechanam is the Swarupam of Bodha. Punargrandhehe Anudayaha is the Phalam of Jnanam. Where we are, we have to check. Now come to Uparama, second sadhana, third sadhana. So Vairagyam is the best sadhana. And Jnanam is the best sadhana. You cannot claim Aham Brahmasmi without knowledge. Then Uparama, third factor, to maintain the mind sane. Mental fitness is possible. Healthy mental maintenance of your mind. Mind maintenance. Even though it is mithya, I have to maintain the mind. That mental maintenance is here through what? Vairagyam, Bodha and Uparama. What is Uparama? Now we'll see. Yamadir dhir nirodhascha vyavaharasya samkshayah Suhetvadya uparatehe Ityasamkarairitah. Uparama means withdrawal, mental calmness. Uparama karanam. What is the cause for withdrawal of the mind? Withdrawal of the mind means not stopping the mind. Withdrawal of the mind means withdrawal of disturbance in the mind. Disturbance of mind or disturbed mind, I withdraw. The disturbance I withdraw. That is the meaning. Here not to stop the mind. If all of you stop the mind, what can I teach? Uparama means not withdrawing totally, withdrawing the disturbance in the mind. I withdraw from disturbance in the mind. I interact with the mind. I think. I use thinking, but no disturbance. Namak disturbance da varum, thinking kuda more. Therefore, he says, Yamadi, Yama Niyama Asana Pranayama Pratyahara Dharana Dhyana Samadhi Ashtanga Yoga is the cause for Uparama. Best technique. How to keep your mind calm. Uparama means calmness, peaceful, quietude, relaxed. Mind is relaxed. Face is the index of the mind. If mind is relaxed, calm and peaceful and serene, your face also calm, serene. And it reflects in the eyes especially. Eyes are the windows of the mind. Face is the index of the mind. Eyes are the windows of the mind. And the eyes lone theriyum namakku eppadi irukka kavalai irukka sukam irukka ellame kannula theriyum. Eyes are so innocent, pavam udane kaamichidum ade eyes la kannulane theriyum. So what to practice? Ashtanga yoga. Follow ahimsa, satyam, asteyam, brahmacharyam, aparigraham, shaucha, santosha, tapaswadhyaya, ishvara pranidhana plus pranayama, etc., etc. You are all experts in that, I know. Yamadi uparamasya karanam. ఏమండి మనసు నిమ్మదియే ఇల్లన్న ఓ అష్టాంగ యోగం పన్ను అని అర్థం. నాట్ శీర్షాసనం. ఫాలో 10 commandments properly. Do pranayama, it calms down the mind. People to do pranayama here itself for 2 minutes ke கஷ்டப்பட்டு பண்ணணுமேனு பண்ணுவான். இல்லைன்னா சும்மா உட்காருவான். Pranayama. I am not asking to keep the finger. At least observe your breathing. Deep breathe in, deep breathe out, long time. At least. Pranayama means what? Pranasya ayamaha. Lengthening your breathing. Deep, effortless breathing. Therefore, pranayama. All dhyarana, dhyana, samadhi, nirvikalpaka samadhi, sabija samadhi, savikalpaka samadhi, nirbija samadhi. Going to absorption. Total absorption. In this 1 hour, 11 to 12, am I free from all family thoughts? I have to question myself. From home I am coming here. Am I free from family thoughts, house thoughts? 1 hour at least. You have to check. That is called absorption. Total absorption in the class. நமக்கு பக்கத்தில் பில்லி வந்தா கண்ணு அங்கே போயிடும், ரேட்டு வந்தா இந்த பக்கம் போகும், ஏதாவது செத்தமான உடனே அந்த பக்கம் போகும். ஸோ ஐ ஆம் டெட் டு த வேர்ல்ட், வேர்ல்ட் இஸ் டெட் டு மீ. அப்படி அந்த அளவுக்கு சமாதி என்ன அதுதான். தட் இஸ் கால்டு சமாதி, அப்சார்ப்ஷன். ஸோ அஷ்டாங்க யோகா. தென் வாட் இஸ் த நேச்சர் ஆஃப் உபரமா? Uparama's nature is dhi nirodha, freedom from stress. Dhi means here we can take buddhi or intellect or antahkaranam. Dhi nirodha. Manaso nigrahayatam. Gaudapadacharya says in Mandukya, practice of Ashtanga Yoga and dhi nirodha, freedom from stress, freedom from distress. Stress and de-stress. Distress, de-stress. Spelling different ஆயிருக்கும் பாருங்க. Distress வேறு, de-stress வேறு. Distress-னு de-stress பண்ணணும். அதுதான் தி நிரோதா. Freedom from disturbed mind and அர்த்தம். தி நிரோதா means freedom from disturbed mind, agitating mind, turbulent mind, கவலை mind. தமிழ்ல சொல்லணும். Nirodha. Then third, phalam of uparama is vyavaharasya samkshayaha, reduction of interactions. Too many interactions. People they become restless, become tired, body tired, mind tired because of what? So many emails, so many phone calls, so many SMS, so much of talking. Why too much talking? குறைக்கலாமே என்ன? அது என்ன? People take it totally extremeக்கு போவா. Too extreme, some people. They won't talk at all. அதுவும் ப்ராப்ளம் தான். If you don't talk long time and everything is like a volcano inside, ஒரே வாட்டு burst ஆயிடும். அது இது சேர்த்து எல்லாமே உபவாசம் மாதிரி தான். இன்னைக்கு ஃபுல்லாக உபவாசம், நாளைக்கு என்ன சாப்பிடு, எல்லாம் கடிச்சிருந்தெல்லாம் சாப்பிடுன்னு அது ஓவர் ஆயிடும். தட் இஸ் அ ப்ராப்ளம். ஸோ பி மாடரேட் ஆல் த டைம். தெர் இஸ் நோ நெசசிட்டி ஆஃப் கோயிங் எக்ஸ்ட்ரிமிட்டிஸ். டு ஃபாலோ ஃபுட் டிசிப்ளின்ஸ், ஃபாலோ டாக்கிங் டிசிப்ளின். தெர் இஸ் நோ நீட் ஆஃப் செப்பரேட் ப்ராக்டிஸ். ரியல்லி ஸ்பீக்கிங், this separate practice of upavasa, mauna, all this for those beginners actually. For real sadhaka, there is no separate upavasa necessary. There is no separate mauna also necessary at all. These are all only preliminaries. We need not follow preliminary. For every day, every moment is, we are monitoring our speech, we are monitoring our vyavahara with the world, we are monitoring our thoughts also. Then what sadhana you require? Tell me. Every minute is a sadhana. Every hour is a sadhana for me. Every day is sadhana. Not Ekadashi, Dwadashi only. The Ekadashi, Dwadashi, Somavaram, Mangalavaram in the Madhi Vechinde. Vechavangalam, other timings are different. Other timings are different. These are all preliminary. Let them do, not for Vedantic students. Vedantic students be moderate in all activities. In all activities, moderate. Mita haram, mita vyavaharam. As Krishna says in Yuktahara viharasya yukta cheshtasya karmasu yukta swapnava bodhasya yogo bhavati dukkhaha. Therefore, there is no separate sadhana. Why? If I do separate sadhana means regularly சொல்லாமலே சொல்றோம் பாருங்க. If I do separate sadhana on particular day, any sadhana for that matter, I don't want to criticize anyone. Logically you think, I do upavasa on a particular day, I do mauna on a particular day, I avoid certain foods on particular day, avoiding certain foodstuffs on particular day. What about other days? Dash, dash, dash. You understand. Therefore, for real spiritual seeker, there is no particular day. Every day, every hour, every minute is a sadhana for me. அது முடியாதவங்களுக்கு தான் அந்த பர்டிகுலர். புரியறதோ? இன்னும் நான் அங்கே தான் இருக்கேன்னா பண்ணு, பரவாயில்ல, அதையாவது பண்ணு. இது இல்லை அது இல்லைன்னு ஒன்றும் கஷ்டமாயிடும். இது எவ்ரி மினிட் பண்றவங்களுக்கு கஷ்டமானதுனால அது வச்சிருக்கா. ஏகாதசி, துவாதசி அந்த மாதிரி. If every day I eat food moderately, I talk moderately, I do vyavahara moderately, that means I am an alert. I am living an alert life. I am doing an alert sadhana. This is called vigilant sadhana. That's all beginners, for beginners. This is an aside topic, okay? Now look into the shloka. Vyavaharasya samkshayaha. Reduction of activities. Then hetva uparatehe hetvadyaha syuhu asdhatoho syat syatam syuhu. These are the uparati, these are the factors of uparati. Hetu, swarupa and phalam. Yamaniyamas are the hetu, the cause for uparama. Dhi nirodha, controlling the mind, disciplining the mind is the nature of uparama. Reduction of vyavahara, interaction, activity is the phalam of uparama. Uparati or uparama, both are one and the same. Asankaraha iritaha. Asankaraha means they are not the same. They are different. What are the different? Here, that vairagyam, hetu, phala and hetu, swarupa, phalam is different. And uparama, hetu, phala, swarupam different. Similarly, bodha, hetu, swarupa, phalam different. Different. Asankaraha, iritaha, it is said. 9 factors are over. 278, 279 and 280. Now come to the next shloka, 281. Tattvabodah pradhanam syat sakshan moksha pradatvatah bodhopakarina vetau vairagyo paramavubhau. Sakshat, there you have to, the printing is not proper. First line, tattvabodhaha pradhanam syat, syan sa, nakara and sakara. Syan sa. How to split? Syat sakshatkaraha, syan sakshat. Now, among these three, vairagyam, bodha and uparama, which one is most important? Important question, very, very important question. Adu madri, among these three, which one is most important? Vairagyam is most important, or bodha is most important, or uparama is most important? Vidyaranya says, bodha is pradhanam. Very, very important. Tattva bodhaha. Tattva bodhaha means not the text, tattva bodha. Tattva means reality. Bodha means jnanam. The knowledge about reality. Knowledge about the self. What is reality? What is the real here? Self. Atma is satyam. Atma is the truth. Tattvam, bodha means jnanam. Knowledge about tattvam, the reality, is pradhanam, important. pradhanam syat. Why? Because sakshan moksha pradatvatah, it gives direct knowledge. Sakshat means direct. What it gives sakshat directly? Moksha. Pradatvatah, it is the giver of moksha directly. Sakshat. Sakshat directly. Moksha means liberation. Pradatvatah, because of, it is the giver of Hitvarthe Panchami. Pradatvatah. Bodha upakarinau etau. Bodhopakarina vetau is there. How to split? Bodha upakarinau etau. Tattva bodhaha pradhanam. Sakshat mokshasya moksha pradatvatah. Since it is giving moksha directly, the self-knowledge is the primary sadhanam. Bodhaha upakarinau etau. Etau vairagyam uparamau. Vairagyam and uparama, they are not useless. They are useful. But at the same time, they are having a role. For what role they are playing? Bodha upakarinau. They are helping. They are supplementary. They are supportive cause. Upakara means helping. Supportive. Supportive of what? They are contributory, supportive for bodha. They are the secondary means for knowledge, self-knowledge. What? Dispassion and uparama, withdrawal of mind from the world. That is, they are both are supporting causes or contributory. Vairagya uparama mubhau etau. Vairagyam and uparama, both of them are complementary or supportive or contributory, secondary sadhanas. What is the prime? Coming to the class. And coming to the class and studying from a teacher, guru directly, that alone is the prime cause for moksha. Next shloka. Trayopyatyanta pakvaschet mahatastapasah phalam duritena kvachit kinchid kadachit pratibadhyate. Above three slokas, that is 278, 279, 280, these three slokas are very important. And how to implement these three factors into our life, Vidyaranya clearly presenting these slokas are also very, very important. People do not know what is the prime factor in one's life, they do not know. Ashtanga yoga means go on doing Ashtanga yoga morning, evening, not coming to the class. People do not know what is the primary, what is the secondary sadhanas. That is the big drawback. Therefore, we require guru. Yoga asanas, yoga sadhana is not primary. I tried many years by teaching at least Ashtanga yoga, many people will come to the class. They learn yoga and go away. Many people won't come. They like only yoga. Body fitness, many people love. They do not know what for yoga we are learning. Yoga meant for Atma Jnanam. Even Sanskrit language, many people showing interest in learning Sanskrit and skipping the Vedanta class. One student says directly, Swamini, Thursday I have grammar class, Sanskritam class, therefore I am not able to come to Panchadashi class. What is primary, what is secondary, people do not know. What for Sanskritam? Sanskritam is meant to understand Vedanta, not skipping Vedanta class and studying Sanskritam. Any other science for that matter. Not only Sanskritam or Ashtanga yoga, anything. People do not know what is primary. Now there are people who are having these three in full measure abundantly. Vairagya, Uparama, Bodha in full measure. They are really fortunate if they have. But in some people, Vairagya is dominant, Bodha is not dominant. In some people, Uparama, some people are very calm and quiet. Vairagyam irukadu, Gnanamu irukadu. Some people, Gnanam is there, but Vairagyam, no Uparama. What Gnanam can do that? So very few people have these three in abundant ratio they are having. They are fortunate. He says, Trayaha api atyanta pakvaha chet. Trayaha api. Here Uparama and what is the next one? Bodha and Vairagyam. Trayaha api atyanta. Atyanta means in high measure, full measure, totally. Pakvaha chet means fructify. They are there in one person all the time. Pakvaha chet mahataha tapasaha phalam. That is because of great phalam of punyam, tapas, austerity. They have done tremendous tapas in previous janma or in this janma, in initial life. They have done tapasaha phalam. Not ordinary tapas. Mahataha tapasaha phalam, he says. If Vairagyam, Bodha and Uparama are there in full extent, full measure. But in many people, kvachit, kinchit, kadachit, duritena pratibadhyate. In some people, kvachit means at some times, kinchit, one or two smaller measure. There are in smaller measure. Kinchit. Kadachit, sometimes, at times. Kadachit kala niyama. Kvachit means in some places. Some places, people are so calm. In some places, they are becoming restless. In some places, people have Vairagyam. In some cases, they don't have Vairagyam. With regard to certain things, they don't have Vairagyam. With regard to certain things, people have Vairagyam. In some places, when class is on the kama irpa, veetu ponavadane kvachit means in some places people are calm. After going some places, they are losing their calmness, disturbance. When Swamini they see, they are calm. When they see their other person in the family, they behave differently. Enna morning ஒரு மாதிரி இருப்பா, ஈவினிங் ஒரு மாதிரி இருப்பா, கிளாஸ்ல ஒரு மாதிரி இருப்பா, வீட்டில் ஒரு மாதிரி இருப்பா. எப்படி என்ன அப்படிதான் கிஞ்சித் கிஞ்சித். They have only little Uparama, Vairagyam, Bodha. They are not having totally. Why? Duritena. Durita means because of some hurdle, obstacle obstructing them. Duritena means because of some papa. Some papa obstructing them not to have full Uparama, full Vairagyam, full knowledge. Therefore, seek that punyam, more and more. Bhagavan, remove all obstacles. Give me full Vairagyam, full Uparama, full knowledge. Not once in a while, and at some times, all the time, at all places, in full measure. Give that. Next shloka. Vairagyo parati purne bodhastu pratibadhyate yasya tasya na mokshosti punyalokastapo balat. So what if Bodha is not there in full measure? Shravanam has not done properly, Mananam also not done properly, Nididhyasanam Pandave le. Bodha, clarity is not there. Aham Brahmasmi, clarity has not come. In spite of listening Panchadashi, Upanishads, Bhagavad Gita, so many. No change in personality, in the mind, mental thinking, there is no change. எப்படி இருக்கான்னா அப்படிதான் இருக்கேன்னா. பீப்புள் ஃபேமிலி மெம்பர்ஸ் கிவ் சர்டிஃபிகேட்ஸ். நீ கிளாஸுக்கு போய் என்ன பிரயோஜனம்னு சொல்லுவா. வாட் இஸ் த பெனிஃபிட் ஃபார் தெம்? சப்போஸ் தே ஹாவ் வைராக்கியம் and they have uparama. They are very calm, quiet and dispassion. Without bodha, what will happen? Vidyaranya says they will go to higher lokas. They will go to higher lokas. They can never become jivan muktas. He says vairagya uparati purne. If vairagyam is in full extent, purne, and uparati also very purnam, calm irpa ippa pathanu romba nimmadi nidanam, very calm and quiet. வைராக்கியம் எனக்கு ஒன்றும் பற்றே இல்லை சுவாமினி, எதுலேயுமே பற்றே இல்லை. என்ன புரிஞ்சது பாகத்தியாகம்னா அதுதான் புரியல அண்ணா. பாகத்தியாகம் மாத்திரம் புரியல, இது மாத்திரம் நன்னா நீங்கள் வந்ததுக்கு அப்புறம் எல்லாம் வைராக்கியம் வந்தாச்சு, நன்னா உபரமா வந்தாச்சு, என்ன மனசு ரொம்ப நிம்மதி இருக்க கிளாஸ் வந்ததுக்கு அப்புறம். சரி, போதஸ்து பிரதிபத்தியதே. தகாரா இஸ் நாட் கிளியர். போதஸ்து. Whereas that tu vailakshanya dyotanartham. Whereas this knowledge has not taken place, it is obstructing. Knowledge is obstructed by some prarabdha, from prarabdha, bad prarabdha. Okay. Pratibadhyate. Yasya bodhaha pratibadhyate. Whose knowledge is obstructed, not understanding in not giving importance to Vedanta class. அதுதான் அப்படி பண்ணிட்டான். அந்த சுவாமி நம்ம எப்படியாவது திருப்பி ரிப்பீட் பண்ணுவான், அப்பப்போ போகலாம். என்ன ஃபேமிலி டியூட்டிஸ் எல்லாம் இம்பார்ட்டன்ட் ஃபார் தட் பர்சன். கிளாஸ் இஸ் செகண்டரி. போதஸ்து பிரதிபத்தியதே தஸ்ய ந மோக்ஷா அஸ்தி. There is no moksha for such a person. There is no moksha for such a person means what? Still there is sorrow in the mind, insecurity in the mind, fear in the mind. Moksha has not come in spite of listening years together. Why not given importance to Shastra Sravanam? That's why moksha na asti. Then what? No benefit? Benefit irke. Punya lokan tapovalat. He will go to punya lokah. He will go to higher lokas, punya lokas, pitruloka, swargaloka, brahmaloka, tapobalat. This is a tapas. Vairagyam and uparama is not ordinary. Tapas it is. Because of that tapobalam, he goes to punya loka. But he cannot claim aham brahma asmi here. He is not a jivan muktaha. 284. Purne bodhe tadanyau dvau प्रतिबद्धौ यदा तदा मोक्षो विनिश्चितः किन्तु दृष्टदुःखं न नश्यति. When these Vairagyam and Uparama both are there in full extent, when moksha is not attained because bodha jnanam is obstructed, what is the phalam? Drushta dukkham na nashyati. Dukkham will not go away. Dukkham will continue. Dukkham போமாட்டேங்கிறதே என்ன? எப்படி போகும்? பாகத்யாக லக்ஷணா you have not done sufficiently. That is why listen to Vakya Vritti. Long before I have taken the Vakya Vritti is clear. Vedanta Sara, other texts. We do not know what are the texts Swamini has taken, what are the subjects to be studied properly, Upanishads and all. Without doing hard work, how can I get moksha? Spending time for all those things and Dinayaminyo Sayam Prataha Sisira Vasantau Punarayataha Kalaha Kridati Gacchati Ayu. Asha, Asha, Asha. Pasha, Asha, Pasha. Pasham. So spend more time and Cholrar Vidyaranyanu. Spend more time for Shravanam. What Shravanam? Not Bhagavata Katha Shravanam, Ramayana Shravanam. Only Vedanta. मोक्षः न अस्ति दृष्टदुःखं न नश्यति. मोक्षः किन्तु विनिश्चितः. So moksha is waiting for him. No, moksha has not yet come. Dukkha is there because no knowledge. Vote for knowledge. Vote for knowledge. Purnamadah purnamidam purnat purnamudachyate purnasya purnamadaya purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.